Welcome to the Keweenaw Research Center's winter test facilities, located in Houghton, Michigan. The facility has an ice rink with split mu areas, split mu grades, packed snow handling loops, packed snow areas, circle tracks, and several other specialty courses available to users on a shared basis. All users of the KRC Winter Test Facility must go through an orientation once a winter to learn about the facility and protocols for using the test course. This video serves as an orientation for users who have been at KRC in the last year or two. Michelin personnel will work out of Building 72 during the winter test season. All cars must be washed prior to going on the test course so that sand and salt don't get on the surfaces. Building 72 has an underbody spray system. Position the underbody sprayer in the center of the east end of Building 72 and pull the car up to it. Connect the supply hose of the underbody sprayer to the Y hose fitting on the supply. Instructions are on the sprayer system. Make sure the water valve is turned in line with the supply hose to the wash system. Hit the start or green button to start the pump and start spraying the vehicle. Once you are done with the underbody sprayer, hit the red button to turn the pump off. Once it is running, drive the vehicle over the underbody sprayer both forward and backwards a few times to clean the underbody of the vehicle. Use caution while driving over the sprayer so your vehicle does not hit the side sprayer arms. There are also scrub buckets, car soap, and brushes for washing the vehicles, and a pressure washer for spraying off vehicles and cleaning what the underbody sprayer didn't get. Every vehicle that enters the test course should have a gate fob for accessing the course through the gates as well as activating lights, which will be discussed later on. Each vehicle must also carry a radio for the test course. Michelin has their own radios with the test course channel on them. Remember to hold down the push-to-talk button for a second before speaking. As you drive to the main gate, you will have to cross two airport roads. Be sure to stop and look for traffic before crossing. All passengers must wear seatbelts, and all vehicles must have the lights on while using the test course. The gate to the test course is opened with a gate fob. Press the large gray button to open the gate. After entering, close the gate by pressing the red button. After the gate arm raises, you may enter the course. As you enter, announce on the radio what vehicle you are driving and where you are going. Make sure you check the monitor in the office for the courses that are open to Michelin prior to going on the test course. Most courses are shared, but Michelin has exclusive use of Spin Up 2, Spin Up 3, and Handling Course 2 during the January session. Use caution where the main access road meets the Bendix Chrysler access road. Watch for cars and trucks entering the course from the right. All access roads are two-way and the speed limit is 30 miles per hour. There is no testing on the access road. Continuing on the main access road, you will come to Spin Up 2, located on a 90-degree corner on the right. This is a small, packed snow area that is mainly used for tire accels and decels. This course is exclusive to Michelin in most of January. Remember to announce that you are entering Spin Up, and when you leave to announce you are leaving and where you are going. The access road continues paralleling the airport fence. Remember to slow down at the 90-degree corners. If you meet a larger vehicle, such as a Bendix truck or a large test course maintenance vehicle, stop and let the larger vehicle go through the corner before you proceed through the corner. Here the main access road continues to the left. The access road straight ahead is for entering Spin Up 3, Handling Course 1, the circle tracks, and VDA2. Spin Up 3 is another small, packed snow area for accels and decels, and it has packed snow grades of 7, 10, 15, and 20%. Spin Up 3 can be entered after climbing the grades. Use the 7% grade to exit, as this is the least grade slope. Stop at the bottom to check for traffic on the access road and clear the area by announcing on the radio. Spin Up 3 is exclusive to Michelin for most of January and the early part of February. As you enter this area, there is a staging area on the left. If you need to use a course and somebody else is using it, you may park in the staging area. Please do not park or sit on the access road, as this may cause traffic congestion. Handling Course 1, or Loop 1 as most call it, is our smallest handling loop at 0.8 miles long. The in-use light on Handling Loop 1 is white in color, and all loop in-use lights are activated by the large gray button. Prior to entering Loop 1, activate the in-use light and call out to see if anybody is on the loop. Wait a few seconds to see if there is any response, and then proceed on to the handling loop and announce that you are entering. Handling Loop 1 is driven in the counterclockwise direction. There are no speed limits, but drivers are encouraged to work their way up in speed as conditions change and some corners are tighter than others. If you do get stuck in the snowbank, call on the radio for track maintenance to give you a tug and make sure to describe where you are stuck. Remember to listen to the radio while waiting in case somebody else is trying to enter the loop. If you have a rollover, please notify the facility manager as an accident report will have to be completed. Remember to adjust your speed for sharper corners. As you come to the end of Handling Loop 1, you may continue for more laps to the left. If you are done with Loop 1, you can exit at the same place that you entered. Remember to turn the in-use light off again by pressing the large gray button. Look to make sure the light is off and clear the loop using the radio. The receiver is located on the post with the instruction sign for the circles and Loop 1 near the entrance. As you exit Handling Loop 1, remember to stop at the access road crossing. Always give right-of-way to vehicles on the access road, especially those coming off of the circle tracks. VDA 2, or Vehicle Dynamics Area 2, can be entered here or at the entrance near the orange cone shack off of the main access road. Remember to announce that you are entering VDA 2. VDA 2 is a packed snow dynamics pad 1,800 feet long and nearly 300 feet wide, and is used for vehicle acceleration and deceleration testing, or testing with other dynamic maneuvers such as slaloms, lane changes, or decreasing radius turns. There is an exit at the far end. It is an exit only, never enter at the far end. If there are other users that are not part of your group on VDA 2, please go to another course until VDA 2 is available. If there are only 1 or 2 other customers using VDA 2 at the time, you may talk to them on the radio and ask if you can share. Bendix may be testing large trucks on VDA 2, and it is not recommended to share with the large trucks, as they need a lot of room for their testing. Once you are done on VDA 2, announce that you are clear and then leave the area, either by entering the staging area by the circles or the main access road. Remember to stop and look for traffic when entering the main access road. As we continue on the main access road to other courses, the packed snow start-on-hill grades are on our left. The main access road continues on the right to the ice rink area, Handling Loops 2 and 3, and the stability test area. Always enter between the 2 green signs, as this is the least grade slope with the best visibility. Announce that you are entering. There are grades on each side of the dip, and the grades are labeled on signs in the order that they appear. At the top of the grades, on the far side, is Handling Loop 2. Do not enter into Loop 2 here. Always stop before the stop sign and back down to the bottom of the dip. The start-on-hill grades are used for tire, all-wheel drive, and traction-controlled testing. When exiting the start-on-hill grades, use any grade but the one you entered on, and announce that you are clear of that area. As you leave the start-on-hill grades, you can either go back to the shop or turn left and drive toward the ice rink or other handling loops. Always stop before entering the main access road and wait for traffic to clear. As you continue toward the ice rink area, you will notice the exit to VDA 2 on your right. The main access road continues on the south side of Handling Loop 2 and the ice rink area to the stop sign at the Handling Loop 2 crossing to the ice rink. This is the most dangerous intersection on the course. To the left is the access to the ice rink area, traction pads, and split mu grades. If you continue straight, you can go to Bendix Stability Test Area or Handling Loop 3. This is where Handling Loop 2 is entered. Always stop here and let any traffic coming from the rink area get across Loop 2. Note the amber in-use light for handling Loop 2. If this is flashing, note it means that Loop 2 is in use and traffic may be coming from the right. As you make the left going to the rink, stop at the next stop sign. If the red lights on each side of handling Loop 2 are flashing, it means that somebody is coming by on handling Loop 2 at high speed from the right. Do not enter unless the course is clear. Ground loop sensors are used to activate those red lights as cars drive over them. Vehicles at this intersection also activate an amber light to the right to warn the handling Loop 2 users that somebody is about to cross the loop. To use handling Loop 2, please access it by turning left off of the main access road. Prior to entering, make sure that the in-use light is off so that you know that nobody is using handling Loop 2. Click on the large gray button on your fob to activate the in-use light and make sure that it starts flashing. Always look to the right to make sure traffic is clear. Look at the red lights to make sure they aren't flashing, and announce that you are entering handling Loop 2. Handling Loop 2 is clockwise travel only and is a high-speed handling loop that is 1.2 miles long with decreasing radius, constant radius, and increasing radius turns. Some sections are high speed, so please use caution when coming out of the high-speed sections. Remember that if you get stuck in a snowbank, to call track maintenance for a tow. As you come out of the hairpin turn, there is an amber light on the left that indicates that somebody is crossing Loop 2 to get to or from the ice rink if it is flashing. If it is flashing, please slow down. Once you are done with Loop 2, please exit where you entered, and remember to click the large gray button on your fob to turn the in-use light off. Announce that you are done with handling Loop 2 and say where you are headed next. If you want to use Loop 3, you can exit to the left and continue out on the main access road towards the Bendix Stability Area and handling Loop 3. The Bendix Stability Area is their exclusive course, but may be used if scheduled in advance, and it is not planned for use by Bendix. Handling Loop 3 is at the end of the main access road. To access handling Loop 3, check to make sure the Loop 3 in-use light is not flashing, and then click on the large gray button to activate the in-use light. Once the light is flashing, announce that you are entering and turn right to enter handling Loop 3. The direction of travel on this course is counterclockwise only. Handling Loop 3 is another high-speed course, 1.3 miles long, with limited access like handling Loop 2. The second left-hand curve is a sharply decreasing radius, so remember to scrub speed off prior to entering. As with all testing on snow, it is best to work your way up in speed. As with handling Loop 2, handling Loop 3 has a variety of increasing, decreasing, and constant radius curves throughout, so use caution on the high-speed sections as you go into the curves. Once you come to the end of handling Loop 3, you can either continue for more laps or exit the course back onto the main access road. If you are done on Loop 3, use the fob and press the large gray button to turn off the in-use light, and then announce that you are clear of handling Loop 3. Remember to announce where you are going next. As you drive in on the main access road to return to other courses, remember to stop at the intersection where the ice rink access road crosses Loop 2 and let any traffic that is leaving the rink get across handling Loop 2 safely before you proceed. As you drive by the Start on Hill access, please slow down and watch for merging traffic coming from those leaving the Start on Hills. Remember to think safety. Always use a seatbelt. Always have your lights on. Obey speed limits on the access road. Always announce on the radio when entering and leaving a course, and say where you are going next. Thank you for viewing this orientation video. We hope you have a safe and productive visit to KRC. If there are any questions on protocols or procedures, contact the facility manager.